Alright, people. Today I wanted to do a complete portable installation of how I do Kodi from start to finish. Now, Kodi, as you know, is a media center. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be watching this video. So we are currently at 17.5, I believe. Yep, 17.5. So first thing you want to do is download Kodi. Click the installer. I'm not going to do it because I already have it. Just click, it starts automatically. Yada yada, yeah, there it is. Well, I guess we're doing it anyways. Oh well. Alright, so next for our portable installation, we need a thumb drive. Now I've already installed it, but we're gonna straight just redo it. So we're gonna go from formatting the drive to giving it a drive letter. Right click on your thumb drive, press format. You can label it. I'm labeling it Cody. And format, delete. Next, one thing that always bugs me when going from computer to computer is it loading on different drive letters. So it'll kind of mess up like if you try to just keep it portable. So what we're going to do is go to disk management after you go to computer management. I don't know if you saw that. COM, computer management. You find your drive letter and then you right click and you press change drive letter. Now I want it K for Cody, gets it away from D, E, F, G, whatever. You press OK, and then it becomes a drive. Alright, so now let's install Kodi. So as you saw, we downloaded Kodi. And the important part is you don't want to install it on your computer. So you don't want program files / Kodi. You want to install it straight to the drive that we chose. And next, install. And now I'm going to pause the video because you don't want to watch that, and I'll come back when we're done. Alright, we're done. We don't really want to run it right now. It'll just kind of mess things up. So we finish. And here it is. We have our drive. Now, as you see, there's just a folder. It says Kodi. And right there is our Kodi installation. Now, you don't really want to mess with that yet. You want to right click on it because we're going portable. And you want to make a new shortcut. Now, we want to, name it something like Kodi Portable. And, oops, what did I do? Maybe I'm here. Just new. Oh. Oh, that's why I messed up. So, there it is. So right click on it and then press create shortcut. Otherwise, you can search too. So there's our shortcut. And we're going to rename it to Kodi Portable. And we're going to take this file and put it on the main drive. That way we just have it. Now, the next part of making it portable is you have to give it a TAC-P option. So that's what actually makes this portableness work. Press apply, press OK, and now we have Kodi. and a portable installation. Alright. And just so you see, it literally installed everything. Add-ons media there, it's not on your system, it's directly on this drive. So next is setting up Kodi, and right now you just have nothing. So the first things we need to do is, one, I can't stand this clicking sound. So let's get rid of the clicking sound. So system settings, or well, settings, system settings, audio. Come over here to GUI and just turn that crap off. Now we have a nice, quiet, not annoying setup. Next is we go to the file manager there at the bottom of the screen, and we're going to add a couple sources. Sources are how to get all your add-ons. It goes to certain locations. The biggest add-on right now, as of today, is probably Covenant. And that is pretty much the only one I'm going to install. You can install thousands of add-ons, but I want this lightweight and just works. The other add-on I'm going to add is the Rs Wizard, and that's just so that we can fix some of that buffering issue. If you ever occur that, you can basically add a way bigger cache, and I'll explain that further later. So for Covenant currently, you go to media repos, .org/taco. That's how I remember it. It's not taco, but it's TCO. Don't ask me why I didn't name it. And I'm going to put dot. Alright, so there's one. The next one is we're going to add is the Rs Wizard. I believe that's Rs repo.eu and done, I think. Now you can actually install Covenant through Rs, but I just kind of like going directly to the source. Alright, so next we back out to the main page and we go all the way down to add-ons. Then you press this little box up here and install from zip file, and you have to enable this. So it goes up to sources, you put unknown sources, turn it on, press OK, we'll press escape and install from zip file. So as I said, the first one we want is Covenant, which is for the Smash repo. And I probably did that too fast, so install for zip. Smash repo. So as you can see, we installed the Smash repo, and since we're here, we might as well just do Rs Wizard 2. That's the Rs project. Ooh. It failed. I love demo fails. And it seemed to have worked that time. Find out in a second, won't we? There we go. So now we want to install from repository. Now Smash repo does not actually no longer hold Covenant itself. See, it's not here. Is there other add-ons you can add? Salts is a good one. Specto is kind of like a copy of Exodus, which was the original. Exodus is the original. Specto is a copy. And yeah. Elysium is the copy, and Covenant is the copy, but Covenant is the most up-to-date one, which is why we're using that one. So from Smash repo, you want to go to the add-on repository. And you actually want to go to this Colossus one with the cool anonymous mask. And we're going to install from there, and we're going to install from the Smash repo. And as you see, there's the Elysium one. That's a really good one to have. Has a nice backup. I actually prefer that backup than almost any other one. But again, I don't want a bunch of sources and crap on this thing. So next we want the Ars Wizard. And that's actually a program add-on. And we want this Ars Wizard. And now that we have the Colossus repository, we are actually going to get Covenant. So there's Covenant. All right. So now if we back out, you'll see that, oh, it's still installing. Oh, it's coming. Alright, and Covenant is installed. Now you could leave it like this, and it will work, but it's just not for me. So first, let's look at Covenant for half a second. Pretty simple TV movies. Yeah, it's Covenant. Now, I want to, I don't like how it looks like this, so I want to do a skin. So we come up to settings, interface settings, skin. Now because I want this lightweight, I'm actually going to go with skin that is not as common. Aaron Knox is probably the most common skin underneath the sun, bar none, and I absolutely am just bored with it. Other ones I like, Arctic's Death right here, you can do a ton of crap in it. But, I mean, it's good. It really is. Black Glass I like. It's okay. Confluence is the original. Aaron Knox is a copy of Confidence. Alright. Amaranth is the one that I'm going to go with. I currently the flavor of the day that I like. I don't know. Another really good one is Titan. Titan has tons of options, many different looks. Like it's probably like 6 skins in one, and on honesty, but it's kind of on the heavier side, so that's why I'm not using it. So I'm gonna go with this Emirates one. I'm probably butchering how you say it. Do 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 do. Uh-oh. It is being really slow. Oh no. Our recording software is probably just broke it. We might have to do this a second time. You probably won't have this problem. We'll find out. We'll wait just a second. Oh, it's pretty locked up. Oh, don't you love demo fails? Oop, maybe. That's gonna work. Oh, that's really mad at me. Alright. So, yes, I'd like to keep the skin. It didn't actually lock up. I thought it was going to. I really did. And this is the basic interface. Now, none of this stuff really works. The colors are crap. But we have our skin. So now let's kind of start the setting up of the skin process just to get it laid out how I like it. Or whatever. So we're going to go to skin settings. And let's go through a bunch of these little things. So I don't really care about any of these. I don't even really care about these. Ones that interest me on this one is I want the transparent home. I personally hate those little blocks, so I pick it to text only. And that's good. Another one I like is the show background video. For this skin, it just seems like if your video's playing and you back out and go look around in Cody, like it's really hard to get back to that video. With this clicked, you can actually just click right back on the video and it just kind of comes back. So I kind of like always do that. Library. Show flags is sometimes fun, but really kind of pointless. Header. Header is this up here. So we have clock, things, weather. I'm actually going to leave it like that for this one. Counter, blah, blah, blah. Colors. I'm going to go in depth on this in a minute later. We'll come back to colors. Show visualizations. Yeah. Do scrolling background text. Yeah, yada yada. Miscellaneous. Startup videos. There's really nothing I really care about. Dependencies, and that seems to be good for now. So now we have the background. So see, like it can kind of just bleed through a little, like that, and then we got rid of the blockiness. But we basically have nothing here right now. So let's start making the magic happen. So we come back to skin settings, come to home, and customize home settings. Videos, I always like to have a back way in to like all your video add-ons and stuff, so I leave that one alone. Movies and TVs are fine. Music, I don't ever use it. Some people do. Live TV, a lot of people do IPTV, which is great if you pay for a premium service. Otherwise, I think it's a huge hassle, and I just don't ever like wasting my time on it. Well, there's a new house on the market. So I'm getting rid of that. I also got rid of pictures, which I don't care about. And I don't care about weather. So I like programs, settings, and now there is a couple that are just to me that I like to have. Number one is search. Constantly overlooked. I think no build almost ever has a search button. Complete waste. I don't know why. I just like to be able to find my stuff fast and quick. The next one is for what's known as tracked, and I'll get into that one later, but that is to have my collection. So now, so for search, we're gonna this now point where it's getting its information from. So we're gonna go here to add-ons, video add-ons, covenant, and the first button, search. It's simple, it's to the point, it works. Nobody does it. It should always be there. I don't know why it's never there. Movies. So this one I like to point to the movie section. Pretty simple and self-explanatory. So video add-on, covenant, movies. So now you have your genre, year, all that garbage. It just immediately goes there. TV, same exact thing. I just wanted to go to the TV section because it just saves me a step. It just does it for me. Alright, so let's see right off the bat what we got here. So now we have our search. Movies collection does nothing. Movies, if you click on it, it goes to movies. Hey, look at that. TV shows. It just goes to TV shows. Search. Let's search TV show. And we'll go Big Bang. And holy God, it just found my show. Constantly overlooked, let me tell you. Just drives me nuts that nobody does that. So next is how to customize the look of Covenant. So like this big blue box, I hate it. I don't know why. I hate the current layout. So if you press right, and there's many, ways to make it look. The one I'm gonna go for is just, again, purely simplistic, and that's the big icons. The reason why is it tells me the information about the show, shows me what's highlighted, and it just is clean, simple. Now, how to do that permanently so that it does it every time you come to a different movies section, so you don't have to change your skin every 5 seconds. Covenant has that built in. So we'll start going through all the tools and we'll come back to a few. So we have our general settings. That blue box, hate, let's get rid of that. I think the timer for 30 seconds is too long, 20 is great. Premium source identifier. This one drives me nuts because it comes up with color and it just, ugh. And accounts, we're definitely coming back to this. I'm going to go into a bunch of detail. Another one is downloads. I'm going to come back to this because it seems like nobody ever can figure out how to do this. So there's two. And why we came here in the first place, of course, was to change what it looks like. So you press view types, movies, and as you can see, it's in that poster view. So you go, you pick your thing. So now it's in that, and you click on, it says click here to save. Press enter. Little icon on the bottom left comes up, says that it's saved. And you do it again. So TV shows. Now, big icons is the one I want, so save. Next one is seasons. Now, on seasons, I just like basically that poster list. This is a list of seasons, and it kind of just shows the poster. I don't know why. It's just what I like. And last but not least is episodes. Which I use this media info one. You can do a bunch of them. I mean, there really is tons of ways to do this. But for some reason, this one, it just has a simplistic list of episodes, has a description of the episode, and it has a thumbnail of the picture from the episode. And it just makes sense to me because it's just easy to remember. Like, oh, I remember that little one tiny screenshot. So we'll see what that looks like now. Now, if I press TV and go to people watching, we got our big icons. It just does it automatically. We got our season view. So let's look at something that has more seasons. Let's look at Supergirl. So, you know, first season, second season, third season, and what I was talking about. So you have a picture from the episode. It's just helpful. I don't know why. So now it's still a little boring, and we'll get back to collections. But now we want to give it some widgets. So search doesn't get a widget, but movies. Submenu is deleted. Good. Add-on. Video add-on. Covenant. And I don't know if you noticed, but I always... Oh, now that blue is gone, and now I've replaced it with this gray. That was that style. Just, it's more pleasing. I don't know. But now you can go to movies. And you notice I always went to people watching because it's just a popular area. And now we're going to use that as the widget. Because I want it clean, I don't really need it to say Covenant. I just want to say people watching. Or popular. You could name it whatever you want, but so again, TV. We're doing TV now, so video add-ons. Cover that. TV shows. People watching. And again, I delete the covenant because I don't want to look at it. I've actually tried to just delete it, and I swear it never works right. I think if you do like a space, you can actually get it to just be empty. So, now you didn't really see much, but if you now come over here to movies and just highlight over it, we actually have this thing. And that icon right there that I got rid of. So Covenant, it would say Covenant people watching, but I deleted the Covenant, so now it says people watching. And now, right off the main screen, you have everything that people are watching currently. Pretty simple. TV, same exact thing. Alright. So next we're going to work on is this header. See the Fahrenheit? I kind of like having weather, so let's install the weather. I believe that's under System. I might be wrong, actually. Must be under Services. So, okay. System Services, Weather. Not that. Come over here to Get More, right there. And there's a couple options. I find that Yahoo just always works. And you're never going to know, so who cares? I pick Yahoo. You come to a location and you type in, wherever you want to be. So let's go with LA. Los Angeles, California. And now if you look up here, we have our weather. It says it's partly cloudy. That's what that little slash is. And 32 degrees. Seems really cold for Los Angeles, doesn't it? Yes. Alright. Let's see, where am I? Oh, the stupid stars. So, I don't know if you noticed this. I don't even know where it's at off the top of my head. Oh no, I already deleted it. Okay, never mind. Maybe it's under here. I swear I just saw it. The stars in the corner, they're right there. It's basically like, oh yeah, this show is new. I hate it. It gets confusing. So I think it's either in here or it might be in Covenant. I think it might be in Covenant. Providers, subtitles, view text downloads. Let's go general. Indicators. Nope. New movies featured. None of this. Where is it? Ugh, this is gonna drive me nuts. Ooh, is this it? Ah, okay, so it's under skin settings, library, and then you come down and where it says watch and unwatch. So recently added is the star. Get rid of that damn thing. I hate it. I do like the watch check mark, so and I'll show that one off in a second. So now if we come back, people watching, it's gone. See? Just cleaner. It's all about being clean. Alright, so now let's get into kind of the premium sources and stuff like that. So we're going back into Covenant's tools section. Accounts. So fan art, you can do that one. I don't actually ever notice a big difference. This one has killed more Cody add-ons than I've ever seen. So whoever makes Covenant puts in an API key. If you don't change the API key, you have thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people hitting the database to get that information. And it's just nice to have your own. So eventually get blocked and stop working, and none of your links will work. You'll like click, people watching, and it will not give you any information. So what you do is you basically, let's see, do everything up. We'll get into all these links. So the movie. So this is the movie database. You literally sign up. It's free. And then you request an API key, this little button, and you fill up a bunch of information, and they give you an API key. So I already have one. I'm going to show you how to install it, and if you're really quick, you could probably steal mine. I don't really care. As long as I don't get 100,000 views, whatever. I doubt I'll ever get 100,000 views. So that was the old one. This is the new one. Oh, never mind. You don't get to steal it. I'm sorry, people. All right, next, Tracked. Tracked is amazing. It is. It makes everything. It makes all the magic really happen. So Tracked TV. How you basically do this is you sign up for Tracked. It's free. And then you come to Track TV/activate and you literally type in this code. And your code will be different, so it doesn't really matter. Done. I mean, it's that simple. You type in that code, you press OK. And you say yes. And that little screen in the background is going to go away. So what that does is it keeps track of all your shows that you watch. It knows every episode. It knows that you finished the episode. It knows that you're in progress of an episode. So now that we have it on there, you can actually come in here and we'll just go right to people watching, which is fine. Or we'll freeze it. There we go. So like NCIS, see that check mark that popped up? That means I've watched every episode, literally. See? And it's not actually me, but it's my wife. So it keeps information, season, episode, all of it. It's done. The other thing it does is, what? I need to go back. I hate, it's probably one downfall of my little setup here is going backwards. So the other thing it adds is these two will populate information now. So now my TV has my collection. And if you click on my collection, it has every show of whatever we watch. Or whatever we've added, whatever the kids have added, whatever the wife has added, whatever I've added. You know, whole house full of people. So don't judge me when you see a cartoon show. So now this is all the shows that, you know, are in our collection. Makes it very, very simple. It takes, so, you know, now that's where this button comes in that we're going to point at. And so now we customize home and we go down to our collection. And, you know, you point it to where it needs to go. Video add-ons, Covenant, TV. You can actually do the movies too, but I literally only do TV, so I find that I don't ever need to save a movie. And we create our shortcut here. Since I'm here, I'm also going to add another one to the widget, just so I don't have to do this in a second. And that is, you go to my TV show, and everything with this T is the track information. And another one I really like is episodes. So now it takes my collection and the episodes, and as an episode pops up, it actually will pop up and populate in my widget. Makes it very handy so that you can come home, you know, 3 days after being gone and just see what's been on TV. You know, it's kind of like your own personal TV guide. Now, when you first set this up, it might grab random information in your account, and it won't be that up to date. Does that make sense? Because you just added everything right now. But give it a day or two, you know, when your shows start coming in. That's pretty up to date. So, you know, last night, Scorpion was on, Good Doctor was on, you know, some Rebels. Star Trek was on Sunday. So that will always populate. And I forgot to delete that stupid covenant. All right. I can't do that. I just have to fix it real quick. So, add-ons, video add-ons, covenant. My TV shows. Episode. You can also do progress. So if you have shows you're in the middle of constantly, point it at that. Use this widget and then delete that. And I'll type in new. Except for, oh, stupid cap locks. Alright. And that is pretty much it. Oh, nope. Next. So now when I come to collections, it literally is new episodes, people watching. Alright. Movies. People watching. Let's say Wonder Woman. Now, I'm going to point out that if you click on this, or not, why is it being stupid? There it goes. I knew it was going to do that. Alright, because I'm recording, everything takes a minute, so it's kind of laggy. It is not that laggy when you're not recording your desktop. Please hold. Someday it will pop up. There we go. So, sources. This is if you do not pay for Real to Beard. Real to Beard is a premium service. I left it blank so that you can see the difference. If it ever loads. There we go. So, it pretty much got most of them. It's probably going to populate at least 100 more or something in the SD section. But as you can see, it got one 1080p, 6 720p's, 100 and yada 3. You know, so, you know, you have literally one SD, 5 720p's. Only one of them have 5.1 audio. So that's where Real to Beard comes in. That is the next button. And Real to Beard is a premium service for, you know, downloading stuff. And at the current prices, 3 months is €9. That is about $10.50 for 3 months. I'm going to show you how to set this up now and show you the difference because it is substantial. So, oh crap. I accidentally clicked on that. Cancel. Cancel. My bad. Must click on it twice. It even picked up a source that fast. Alright. So, back to tools. Accounts. And this is Real to Beard Premium Service. Alright. Click on this URL revolver settings. Come down to Universal Revolvers. Revolvers. Yeah, whatever. come down to where it says real to beard. Priority. So this works off of the lower the number, it does it first, is how I understand it. Change that to 90 so it just automatically loads that information first. Enable. And then you click on this button to reauthorize my account. Oops. So now it says go to real to beard device, yada yada, type in the code. So we have GBG. Continue. Kind of takes a minute, but alright, and we're good. Now, real to beard is authorized. So now if we go back to that same section, people watching, and we're going to do Wonder Woman again. So we had what, one 1080p in 5 720s? I would like to point out the difference. So now we have 10, 11, 23, 33, 15. So see, it says premium 4K. Still don't got a 4K. They're kind of hard to come by. But we have 33 720p, add-ons for this movie now. Some of these bigger files with Adobe Digital 5.1, almost all the normal sources are almost always in 2.1 audio, like always. Some of these will actually be 7.1 in. This one, the 17 gigabyte file, is Atmos, which is like 9.1 audio, 1080p true HD. So just a difference in literally what comes up. Next, buffering. Buffering seems to be a problem with a lot of people, especially people who run devices like a Fire Stick. Even, running on a computer, your cache is set fairly small. And to fix that, this Ari's wizard actually has it kind of built into it. So we're going to let it do its thing. And we're going to increase the cache size. I should have probably played a video or something to show you, but your cache is like microscopic, just straight out of the box. If you come now, this thing has a bunch of things. You can actually, as I said earlier, you can actually add like Covenant, Elysium, and Real Movies, Bob, straight from this one app. It actually works pretty well. You can also clean up your system, something that far nobody does enough. But because this is a new install, I don't actually have that problem. So we're going over to here to tweaks. We're going to advanced settings. So if you see the video cache, blah, 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 Cody will use 60 megabytes of your RAM as default. You may benefit from allowing Cody to use more RAM and changing the settings called the cache membership. Okay, this just does it for you. You literally press enter, press next, enter again. It will generate a setting based on exactly what your computer is right now. So whatever device you're on, this is how it works for each device. It pretty much populated these settings to my PC. You can actually do it better or worse, whatever. But pretty much just enter, 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 and it is done and saved. Now it says you need to restart Cody. We really don't need to do that right now. The next and final piece of my puzzle. I hate the colors that comes with the skin stock. I just don't like them. I like my stuff to be clean, and I don't know about that blue and yellow, but that's not my colors. A good way to find good complementary colors that nobody uses is Adobe. You know, that Photoshop people has a website called Adobe Color CC, color.adobe.com. And you know, you can explore, and there's all these complementary colors. Now, you know, we got some gray and white already in the skin. So what I like to do is, you know, just pick something that already has that kind of gray and white built in. So like this, kind of has that gray, white already there. And yeah, it actually looks, so, you know, you have your gray background right up against it that's really close to the skin that you're using. So I actually think like this one, this flat UI, that is a, I like orange, so I'm kind of a sucker for orange. So you click on it, press edit, and this is your hex value for that color. So, I hate when it does that. So now if you come over here to your skin settings, come down to color. So whatever the highlight color, that is that obnoxious bright blue that I'm staring at right now. And I kind of like the blue. Ooh. So you have to go, press OK, and then install the stupid color picker. And so right here, if you go up, so see that I'm highlighted right here. You know, the first thing you want is to, I messed it up somewhere. Pick a color, go up. You want to keep that FF. So you want to keep this FF. That is your brightness. FF is literally, so copy, and we just paste that number in. Go to OK. So now we have that exact blue. Press save. Done. Now my highlight color I want is supposed to that obnoxious yellow. Let's go with some obnoxious orange. So you just go up here, center, delete those letters, and we want the hex value. Copy. Control V. And now we got some obnoxious highlighted orange. So now, maybe it's just me, but I think that that blue with orange just looks so much better. It's not in your face, it just highlights and it does its job. Another thing you can do, doing that exact same setup, is I'll show you how to do this just once, but if you come over here and you go to your label, so label, alright, so bracket, all caps, color, and FF, the letter that we want, and bracket. Don't ever forget that FF or else it doesn't work. Just telling you. Alright, just ignore that. I didn't mean to do that. So bracket slash color all caps and close bracket. So we turned on the color that we want. You can actually type in red or something to make it simple, but I wanted that exact color to match the exact thing. And we only wanted to highlight this M. So if you put color at the end, it would highlight all the movies. And then close color. I mean, it's that simple. It's really easy to figure out. And now if you notice, we have a red M on our movie. So see, just a little something else to kind of add to your thing. Let me check my notes. I think that's about everything. Got buffering. I think that's pretty much it. So, this is pretty much how you make your own custom portable installation of Kodi. With premium services, I mean, I tried to cover as much as possible in one video, you know, as possible, but this video has been hella long, so let's be done with it.